The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Well, good Friday morning, everyone. And as always, welcome back to Coffee Time with Blind United. It is TGIF, y'all. I hope everybody's ready for the weekend. How about y'all, Carol, Pedro? Y'all ready for the weekend?
I am ready. I plan on going to see the play, The Wiz. I'm excited, looking forward to it. Just ready to get out and enjoy it. Yes.
Good morning, America. Thank God it's Friday, but what's up, everybody? On my side of town, it's a little muggy, 50% chance rain. I'm in Los Angeles, just to let y'all know where I'm at. But good morning. Thank God it's Friday.
Right?
Well, I mean, any day I don't have to turn my air on is a good day. So, Anyway, let's get in. We got the movie night tonight, the scripted movie night with me, Ed Davis. And tonight we will be showing a new Denzel movie, Highest to the Lowest.
Oh.
Anyway,
I've been waiting for that one.
It's on Zero, Pedro. But anyway, that's what we're going to show tonight. I haven't seen it either. Like I said,
I haven't.
It came out this year, so it's relatively new. So we'll be doing that. Right quick, before we jump into these articles, everybody heard, at the end of the show yesterday, we're talking about, StreamYard may go away, so on and so forth. Well, one of our loyal supporters, one of my brothers from when I was at DPI with me, again, when all of this came into, when it was just a thought, didn't even know what we was going to call it. He was one of them that was there with me, so he's always supported everything we've done. He has stepped up. I'm going to throw his name out there. My brother Daniel Solis from Idaho. He has stepped up, and he is challenging everybody that wants to keep Coffee Time alive. He's going to match your donation. So donate, he's going to donate the same amount for every person. So, hey, y'all want us to stay online, we got matching donations jumping off. So I appreciate my brother. I truly, truly do. And I just hope that, everybody else can jump on board and get part of this and, you know what I'm saying, keep us on the air. You know what I'm saying? We're doing our best to try to make sure we share good information with you guys every day. We're trying to stay, as much as we can, bipartisan and not be partisan in any way. Sometimes it gets a little hard, but
yeah.
But we want to keep relevant news, especially that is related to our community coming out, like those articles about new therapies, new techniques, new technology, events that we're having. We like you guys when you comment and give us feedback, we like to shout out your names on air.
Facebook, man, why y'all don't comment, man? Come on, y'all over there in Facebook. Let your presence be known. I mean, we know
do get
you're
likes
there.
though. We do get likes on Facebook, and thank you guys. But comment, let us know you're there. Let us know if you want to shout out.
If you want to shout out, like I said, you got something to say about what we're doing or some of the articles we're running, man, just get at us. Let us know. I mean, come on now. We appreciate you, of course, but at the same time, we'd love to be able to interact with you. That's why you notice at the end of every article, what's your thoughts on this? Blind United Group, what do you think about this? So we want that interaction with you guys. And it's not just for the algorithm either. It's because we want to stay connected to our community. We want to know what your thoughts are. We want to know, you might come up with something that's, make us show a different article or something, give us new areas of knowledge that you would like to know, information you would like to have. And we'll do all of that. I mean, we're here to serve you, our community. So again, get that matching donation in. Like I said, you can go over to our website, drop it in the stripe over there in the memo field, put coffee time. If you got Zelle, Blind United 2022 at Gmail, drop in the memo, coffee time, whatever dollar amount you feel comfortable with, we would definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And, just imagine this, whatever you do donate is going to get doubled. So thank you. Thank you, Daniel. And thank you for everybody that may donate here in the next few days.
Yes, thank
We
you.
appreciate you. So, damn, I done lost track. Which one is up there on top, Pedro?
A
The chip.
the
Yes,
size
the little
of
chip.
sand. That's a
Okay.
tiny chip right there.
Yeah, what? I mean, that's beyond a microchip, ain't it?
That's
I
beyond,
mean,
yeah, that's
Mhm.
beyond. That's probably a
Yes,
millimeter
sir.
chip.
so anyway, let's check this out because again, technology is constantly evolving, and this one here is a game changer. Check it out.
Hey, Blind United crew, grab your first cup as the Coffee Time crew gets into this first article. A chip the size of a grain of sand could reshape the future of AI. In a breakthrough that could redefine how artificial intelligence operates, researchers have developed a photonic AI chip smaller than a grain of sand. Unlike traditional chips that rely on electricity, this new chip uses light to process data, making it faster, more energy efficient, and capable of handling complex tasks with minimal power. The chip's design allows it to perform computations at the speed of light, which could dramatically improve the performance of devices ranging from smartphones to autonomous vehicles. Its tiny size also means it can be embedded in places where traditional chips cannot go, opening doors to smarter wearables, medical implants, and even environmental sensors. What makes this innovation especially compelling is its potential to reduce the energy demands of AI systems. As artificial intelligence becomes more integrated into daily life, the need for sustainable computing solutions grows. This chip could help meet that need by slashing the power required for data processing, making AI more accessible and environmentally friendly. However, the technology also raises important ethical questions. With such powerful chips capable of operating discreetly, concerns about surveillance, data privacy, and misuse in military or commercial applications are already surfacing. Experts are calling for clear regulations to ensure that this leap forward in AI hardware benefits society without compromising individual rights. For the blind and visually impaired community, the implications are exciting. Devices powered by photonic chips could offer faster and more responsive assistive technologies, from real-time object recognition to enhanced navigation tools. As this technology evolves, it may help bridge accessibility gaps and empower users with smarter, more intuitive tools. This tiny chip represents a giant leap in AI hardware, and its ripple effects could touch every corner of our lives. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this innovation and its potential impact. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
You know what the craziest thing about it is? The best part about this chip to me, it doesn't use all the power like all the rest of them are using. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
We don't have. I'm not going to say we're not going to have these AI, hard drive centers or whatever, whatever the hell they call them. But anyway, it's just the fact that the ones we're using right now is really, really, really putting a big time strain on our power grid. So if you can lower the amount of power that these devices are now going to use and what it's going to take for this computing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a
Oh,
plus. Yeah. That's a big time plus right there. Not only that, just the fact that, like you said, imagine that, you could fill up a pair of glasses with them chips. Okay, I mean, there's no telling what we could do with these little granular chips. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they'd be
Mhm.
able to do so much more stuff. So again, I'm always, I maybe don't get excited as my brother over there about technology, but I'm just grateful for the technology. Man, it's a great time to be blind. I hate to go here. It's never a great time to be blind because being blind sucks. But
Yes.
we learn how to live with it. We
It's
learn
an
how to adapt.
empowering time.
It's an empowering time because of technology.
Yes.
Yes.
We're able to do so much more and have so much more independence. So, anyway, yeah, I mean, hey, come out and check out the Walker Mile and just see how independent we truly are. See if you can be independent as we are
Hmm.
if you had to do what we do.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
anyway, come on, Kev.
I mean, for me, anything that can be an advancement to us all is always helpful. My mind just thinks some crazy things sometimes, but I'm like, wow, by being that small, I wonder how many are actually lost. Because it's so little, but it's so powerful. And like you say, just imagine the future of how these things can integrate in all of these different machines. I think about, okay, once they do finally wear out, they're not going to take a whole lot of room in the landfills. That might actually help something, or it might be something eventually in the future that they can make that's recyclable and be able to
Hmm.
use it again. They refurbish phones. Why not do something like this with the chips? You just never know. So it's just amazing with the technology. And like you were saying, it's a wonderful time it's never a great time, of course, to be
An
blind, but
empowering time.
it's an empowering time to be blind, because we are outside again. We are being seen, we're active, we're letting people know that we live full lives just like the visual individuals, and the challenge is there. If you really want to know what we do, come see.
Yeah, yeah. This
Right
this
quick,
chip.
Pedro,
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Monica and Tisha both said good morning. So, good morning, ladies.
Good
Good
morning.
morning,
Hey, baby.
ladies.
Yeah. This this chip could be game changer for so many different um, um applications. I could see when I was talking about the glasses, it being more power efficient. Imagine your glasses being all day instead of 4 or 8 hours, because the efficiency of that chip and the less power is gonna use from the battery.
Exactly.
Imagine having a mini LM in your glasses, and that's a mini AI model within your glasses. Instead of always needing to connect, you could have a small model.
Mm,
Imagine walking to a building and some of these sensors are in the concrete, and you walk by your glasses or your phone, and it tells you you reached the steps to your left, because this chip could communicate back and forth with your other chips. Imagine running a Bluetooth chip on top of this chip that preserves power and is way more efficient. Um, the Bluetooth is already on version 7. It's just gonna keep getting better. And with these chips, man, navigation can go a step further. Imagine you getting guided, and instead of the GPS knowing, y- your phone connects to something, could tell it, okay, 2 feet away is the stairs, 1 feet away. You know, you're getting really detailed. Imagine you get
Real
to the top of
time.
real time
Uh,
navigation,
ooh,
local navigation through wireless means. Imagine getting to the top of the stairs and you're like, where's the elevator? But your phone already knows the elevator because the chip is communicating.
right.
Or your wearable, because wearables is where it's at, you know?
wearables
So
Hmm.
definitely where it's going. That's for sure.
yeah, that's where
Right.
it's going. Um, Imagine even for sighted people. Imagine you're walking around and you need information and you see one of these little instead of a QR code, it's just a little pad, and you put your phone by it and you get the layout of the building, or you get the information you need. You know, these little chips could be embedded all over the place, and with a solar power available, imagine where they could be at too, in rural areas, for people that are visually impaired as well. You know, this
Hmm.
this could be game changer across different sectors. You know, phone, uh, um, computers. You know, even like even the paying machines, the payment methods, all kinds of things are gonna be affected with this type of technology. The cars as well. Sometimes you need real quick light speed communication. You
As
And
long as
know.
that
they
was
don't.
something else I noticed in the article. They said that this thing does not operate on, what is
Mm-mm,
it, electrical current. It
mm-mm.
actually operates on light.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
So to me, that's like what using like
solar.
fiber optics.
Okay, gotcha,
mm-hmm.
gotcha,
It's using the
gotcha.
light data transfer. So it's imagine you have glasses with lidar, and then it's scanning your surroundings, and it hits one of these chips, and you're like, okay, this is a lidar sensor. Boom, visually impaired or something, and shoots back information to your phone.
Mm,
You
Or your
know,
glasses, or your
or your
wearable.
glasses. So imagine you walk up to a door and it knows that you're there, and it's like, to the left is the elevator, to the right is the person that helps, the secretary, or the lobby person. I'm blanking on the word. But this could be game changing right here as well. You know, for a lot of stuff. So
A lot of
pretty
stuff. I
nice.
mean, again,
yeah.
and it ain't just for us. You know what I'm saying? Again,
Mm-hmm.
technology as a whole, having
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Imagine having those little chips in the parking meters when you're rolling through the city, right? Well, damn, I gotta find a parking space. You pull up an app and, oh, there's a parking space over here on right around the corner. Let's run over there right quick. It's showing you where the empty parking spaces are. All
Hmm.
of the different kind of things.
Right,
I
right.
mean, I'm just using that as one example. I mean, again, like Pedro was saying, with navigation, they could put one of these little chips, at the doorway. A lot of these places got automated doors, automatic doors. They could put that little chip up in there, and that's going to take you right towards that sensor that's going to pick you up and open the door for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine you walk in, that door could have a AI embedded into it because of the chip. Imagine you walk in and you say, "Oh, excuse me, whatever the AI name is gonna be, where is the elevator?" And that local LM that's able to be run by this chip that's efficient to give you an answer, direction, even probably Bluetooth you directions on how to get to your location in that building, turn by
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
turn.
Like a
Imagine
blueprint.
that one,
yeah.
like a
I
little
mean,
blueprint, but all audible and text based because we're blind. But
right.
imagine to someone visible, a map.
Yeah, that would be great, like in hospitals and things of that sort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Again,
they always have the written information on the top of the ceiling, but for us, we can't see that.
I always go back to way back in the day in the old General Hospital, Pedro, over there in East LA. Anyway, when you come in the front door down there, you go to the check-in counter, right?
Mm.
And show them your paperwork and where you're going, right? Whatever. You step through this doorway, and I excuse my language, but I bullshit you not. There is at least 10, 15 different colored stripes on the floor.
Where at?
Okay. And the lady will tell you, follow the red stripe, follow the green stripe, follow the
Mm-hmm.
blue stripe.
What?
Sounds
That's
like processing and stuff.
okay. But my point being, she
Crazy.
knows which stripe you need to follow to get where your appointment is.
Wherever you going.
Right. And you follow that, you know what I'm saying? And then when you're stepping on the elevator, if it leads you to the elevator, when the next door opens or whatever, if you don't see your color stripe, you just keep going up until when the door opens, you see your color stripe.
Wow,
It's
that's
crazy,
crazy.
but it worked. It worked.
Right. It was the
That's the
system.
now with this, it's basically these chips are going to be the new stripes.
Mm,
In essence,
right.
that's what it sounds like to me, that we could, a very strong possibility of how it could be used. So anyway, we are at the end of this segment here. So we're going to jump into another article in just a minute after Pedro runs these promos.
If you'd like to know
Guess you didn't like that one?
more about Blind United, you can visit our
Technical
website
problem.
at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United. Blind United.
Hey, coffee time crew, we got something new. Support the mission and look fresh too. Fresh rock that blue with the logo in white. Blind United shirts, yeah, they feeling right. Just 20 to hand and you're part of the cause. Helping blind folks level up, no pause calls. From Jaws with Andy to Hall Ace tips. Support group love and crochet kits. Movie nights rolling, the vibes are lit. Every shirt you buy helps all of it. So cop that tee, be proud to wear. You're lifting up lives with every pair. Email us now, don't let it slide. Info@Blind United or join the pride.
Well, I always remember you guys, again, purchasing a t-shirt is another great way to always help support what we do. Plus, you get to, like I said, show that you're part of something that really means something. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word. Let people know you represent Blind United is here. We're definitely not trying to lead, and the more word, the more the word about us gets out. And that's one great way. People see you with that royal blue t-shirt on and say, man, Blind United, what's that all about? You know what I'm saying? Now you have the opportunity to spread the word. You know what I'm saying? And let more people know about it. You never know how many people out there that you may run into in the course of the day may actually have somebody that's blind or visually impaired in their family. And you're sharing what potentially could be great information with them. You know what I'm saying? Information they truly need, because a lot of people, once they go blind, doctors, ophthalmologists, you go in there and he can't do nothing else for you no more. It's, okay, well, I'm sorry, you finna go blind. Have a nice life. They don't give you no
right.
They don't give you no options. So you got to figure it out on your own. Well, we're here to help you figure that part out. We got you. Don't worry about it. So anyway, this next one is, man, this next one is, man. So for those that may not know, again, because we're always trying to educate, the sighted and whatnot, right? Diabetes is one of the main contributors to blindness. Okay? Check this article here out.
Hey Blind United crew, grab your second cup as the Coffee Time crew gets into this second article. Cell therapy breakthrough frees diabetes patients from daily insulin. In a major medical milestone, a new cell therapy has allowed 10 out of 12 participants with type 1 diabetes to stop using insulin entirely for over a year. The therapy, developed by Vertex Pharmaceuticals, involves transplanting lab-grown pancreatic cells that produce insulin naturally, restoring the body's ability to regulate blood sugar. This marks a dramatic shift in how type 1 diabetes might be treated in the future. Instead of relying on daily injections or insulin pumps, patients could receive a one-time cell transplant that offers long-term relief. The treatment uses stem cells reprogrammed to become insulin-producing beta cells, which are then infused into the patient's liver. The results from this small clinical trial are promising. Participants showed stable blood sugar levels and no need for supplemental insulin, a result that researchers say could lead to broader trials and eventual FDA approval. If successful, this therapy could offer a new standard of care for millions of people living with type 1 diabetes. However, the treatment does come with challenges. Patients must take immunosuppressive drugs to prevent rejection of the transplanted cells, and long-term effects are still being studied. Researchers are working on ways to make the cells invisible to the immune system, which could eliminate the need for lifelong medication. For the blind and visually impaired community, this breakthrough is especially meaningful. Diabetes is a leading cause of vision loss, and better management of blood sugar can help prevent complications like diabetic retinopathy. A therapy that removes the burden of insulin injections could improve quality of life and reduce the risk of vision-related issues. This development is more than a medical win. It's a glimpse into a future where chronic conditions are treated at the root, not just managed day by day. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this breakthrough and its potential to change lives. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Man, like I say, always anything that's going to help people have a better life. I mean, again, I'm part of the blind community. Mine has nothing to do with diabetes, but because I already know that, diabetes is one of the leading contributors to people's blindness, this is a game changer. I mean, again, not only did it, man, I mean, think about what all you're eliminating. All of these, everywhere you turn now, you see these dialysis centers, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of this, the various kind of things that all come from, stems from diabetes. Okay, if you can reverse that process, man, I mean, there might be a lot of these corporates that own these diabetes dialysis centers might not be happy about it, but I don't care. As long as people are having a better quality of life, man, not having to be tied down to their machine 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? For a minimum of 4 hours a day,
Right.
right? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's 16 hours a week of your life that you just spending laying in a bed. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So again, man, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever can help. Yeah, and it just also shows, Carol, what you were stating before in other conversations, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
important to participate in these trials. If you have diabetes, see if they have a trial for that around where you're at.
Right.
Get in on that trial, okay? Yeah, right now you got to deal with all of that, immunosuppression stuff. But guess what? If you you had to get a kidney transplant, you still got to deal with all of that,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have another shoebox full of medicine you have to take every day. Okay, so again, they're just getting started. It's relatively new, a breakthrough, right? But
Mm-hmm.
again, as the results come in, just like we was talking about the other one before, where they're doing the changing your DNA strand, right?
Right.
They could probably do the same thing here. You know what I'm saying? Where they infuse these cells to your liver. Maybe they could encapsulate them and get them in there before the immune system has a time to take them out. That way, you don't have to take all those immune drugs, right? Suppression drugs, you
Mm-hmm.
know, all of that kind of stuff. So again, it's very important to get in on some of these trials, especially if you had diabetes. I mean, if I had diabetes, man, sign me up. You know what I'm saying? Sign me
Right.
up because I'm not trying to get to a point where I got to get on dialysis. That's not where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that have dealt with that. I know a lot of people that have dealt with kidney transplants, numerous kidney transplants. Okay, even a kidney transplant, there's no guarantee that is going to last forever. So again, but if we can reverse this, and now we've got cells that our body is lacking that produce the insulin that we need, man, we're winning. We're winning. So anyway, that's what I got on it.
I mean, like you said earlier, Ed, I mean, research is so important. And, blindness, diabetes actually runs in my family. Now, I do not have diabetes. I did not lose my sight based on diabetes. I have retinitis pigmentosa and glaucoma. And I lost my sight, even though I was controlling my pressure and had surgeries. I still lost my sight through glaucoma. But my mother had diabetes. and she lost one eye from diabetes, and she was on a whole bunch of blood pressure medication. I don't know exactly what ended up getting her on dialysis, but her kidneys did fail. And I know she got on there, but I wasn't sure if it was due to just the lack of the medication or just the lack of her kidneys, in the diabetes. But nevertheless, it's a tragic life to have to live. And I, had to see her go through that. And if they can have something that can help an individual not have to deal with the dialysis, deal with the insulin, now I know a young man, he is back on dialysis, and he actually had got on dialysis early in his life, like in his 20s. Now he's in his 50s now, but he had a transplant, because he said he just was tired of not having a life. When you have to sit on those machines, they drain you, and he wanted a life. So he actually got a transplant from a blood relative, but that kidney has failed and he's back on dialysis. And if they can have more research about these things that can actually possibly improve a person's livelihood, I mean, why not go for it? Allocate the funds and make them available so that individuals can get out there and they can run more tests. Because he said that he would rather, even after he had the transplant, he had to take a whole bunch of medicine. I think almost 20 pills a day. But
Yeah,
he said
that's what I say, a shoebox.
he would rather take 20 pills than be on a machine 3 times a week, because he says now he can travel, and he can have a better life. So unfortunately, now he's back on the machine, but still awaiting maybe another transplant, unless he just chooses to do the machine. But just the research and the possibility of what else is to come is so important. So if
Well, I
you're
mean,
able to get in a trial, do it.
even the possibility of a transplant depends on your blood type. You
That's
know what
true.
I'm saying? I
That
mean, because I know people have, been on dialysis for over 10 years and they've been sitting at the top of the donor
transplant
list,
list.
the transplant list, for years. And just because of their blood type, that kidney don't come through. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So again, anything that can help these people, I'm with it. Go for it, Pedro.
Yeah, technology at its use. Yeah, so stem cell therapy looks very promising in all types of different sectors within the medical community. If you been listening to our show for the last year and a half, we've been talking about different stories like stem cells and red transform giving therapy to retina cells in the eyes. We hear about stem cells being used for burn victims as well. We hear about stem cells now being used for diabetes, programmable stem cells. That's a new term that I just heard in this article. Programmable. If these cells are able to be programmable to change to like pancreas cells or for liver or even for the retina, uh, even for skin regeneration for burn victims and stuff like that, you know, this is a game changer. You know, I know one of the issues with transplants and even foreign cells coming in, the body immune system starts rejecting, starts fighting. This is an issue that they've been having for a long time with this type of therapies. You know, last other day we did an article about how CRISPR could get its cells encapsulated in a capsule to the certain part of the body to make those edits. But they had more success because they were encapsulated. And that's because our body is built to fight off foreign objects, foreign contaminate.
Entities, yeah.
Yeah, foreign viruses or whatever it is. But it's there for that. You know, and I hope they find something where it makes them invisible, but you don't have to take something for your immune system not to catch it, because and then it leaves your immune system open for other things, you know?
Yeah. Because your resistance is already low, when you're receiving things of that sort. So you've got to build up your antibodies and your immune system so that you can be
Mhm.
healthier to be able to fight off whatever comes to you.
Well, actually, even before you get a transplant, you got to go on the medication long before you get the
Mhm.
transplant
Mhm.
in prep for the transplant because they don't want your immune system to have any power behind it at all once they give you that
Mm,
transplant. You know what
And
I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
talking about. Yeah, like maybe that type of medicine might be able to leave once we figure out, how to make stuff
A
invisible.
safer way to
Yeah,
to get
safer.
it into your body.
Yes,
mm,
You
because
know.
taking these medications takes a toll on your body. Your immune system is weak too. You're easier to catch
Well,
some.
not only that, you can't go anywhere. You have to stay in a clean environment. You got to stay inside your little bubble while you're on that stuff because
Mm,
yeah. Isolate yourself.
anything,
mm,
anything could set you off. You know what I'm saying? A cold could kill you at that point.
mm,
So so that is a setback right now with this therapy that they're working on because you got to do all of those, suppression drugs for that and it kill your immune system in essence. But again, they're not going to improve it if we don't have the people signing up for the trials. Okay.
True.
I mean,
True.
that's what we need. We need people to sign up for the trial. We need to see, certain people to benefit from it. Again, you're going to have to take those drugs anyway. If you got a kidney, well, how about maybe that list for you to get to the top of the donor list for the kidney is too long. Man, jump into these trials. It might save you from having to get a transplant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, think about it. It's very, very possible. So,
And a
you
lot
know,
of times just communicating with your doctors, they'll let you know of all these research things, that are about, if you're really serious about it, they'll let you know, if you're in communication with them.
well, and I'm sorry, Carol, but I have to go back to what I say as well. Some of these doctors just in it for the paycheck. They're not going to
That's
be
true.
looking into all that kind of stuff. But
You're
if you
right.
got
That is true.
somebody that's seriously doing this type of work to improve people's quality of life, then they're going to explain those risks of that trial, right?
Of course.
They're gonna they're gonna be into it, or they're at least gonna look into it because now they have a patient that's interested in possibly doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to get all the information you can. That's for definite. So, but again, I know if I was sitting there on a waiting list waiting for a kidney, man, let me go see what I can do with this. I mean, I don't know if it's reversible once your kidney has failed and you're already on dialysis or not. Again, it's brand new. They're not giving us a whole lot of information all the way about it. But, I mean, if you're type 1 and that's what they're saying, type 1 doing insulin, man, get with this stuff and next thing you know, you ain't got to stick yourself no more.
Right.
Okay, and you could be, like I say, I mean, imagine going to hotels that don't have an ice box. You got to keep your insulin in the ice box.
Mm-hmm.
Not all hotels, especially motels, are going to have one of those ice boxes in it. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it an inconvenience when you want to travel. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. So think about all that. So, but anyway, I know we right at the end of this segment as well. Where we at? We got 1 minute. That's close enough. Uh, so anyway, we're going to run a couple more promos, and we got one more great article for you. Did you know Blind United offers free training in assistive technology? We call them interest groups. We offer training in JAWS, NVDA, iPhone, iPad, as well as Meta Ray-Bans. We also have groups like support group, cooking groups, and crafting groups. There are also groups for entertainment like movie night and RS game night. For more information about all the interest groups that we offer, just email us at info@blindunited.org or visit our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Group. We would love to have you be part of the Blind United crew.
Have you ever wondered what it's really like to be blind? Ever wanted to ask questions but held back, afraid of offending? Blind United invites you to replace that fear with fun, learning and connection at our 4th annual Walk a Mile in My Shoes challenge. Join us Saturday, October 11th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Wayfinder Family Services, 50 Hunt and Angeles, Vista Boulevard, Los Angeles. Experience everyday attacks blindfolded, like pouring a cup of water. Try assistive technology like screen reader computers and iPhones. Get a hands-on braille lesson and discover how independence is built every day. Smile, laugh, and learn alongside the blind community. No pressure, just pleasure. Help us build bridges, close gaps, and make connections. Walk a mile in my shoes and see the world in a whole new way.
All right. I'm going to speak directly to my folks in the blind and visually impaired community right now. Let's get serious, y'all. We're out here each and every day. We're doing our thing, trying to live our best life. Each and every day, one of us, or I should say at least once a day, we each run into somebody that just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand how we're out there doing what we do. They have all these misconceptions about us. We got friends, we got family members, we got coworkers that just don't understand. This is the opportunity for you to take them. I mean, if you own a business, okay, and you're trying to figure out how to better serve the blind clientele that comes into your business, right? Man, grab your staff, bring them down, sign them up. Come, let's take this challenge. And that way now you can learn all of these things. And now you know how to interact with the community. For, like I said, our folks in the community, get your family, get your friends, get your coworkers, whatever. Bring them. Now there's no more uneasiness around you. You don't have people walking on eggshells because they scared to say certain things to you, or scared to this or scared of that, whatever. We're not scary people. We're just people. Okay, we're just trying to live our best life. And through this Walk a Mile event, we are trying to affect change, societal change, by creating the awareness that people do not have about our community. And the only way we can make this happen is if you sign up your friends and family members and co-workers, whatever. Bring them out there, right? Quick note on the side, my community. Again, I know you want to come and hang out, with a cool crew, Blind United crew. You want to come out, and be part of the festivities, get a free lunch and hopefully a free t-shirt. Well, again, you must sign up a sighted individual to take the test, to take the challenge in order to become eligible to get an event t-shirt. So again, sign them up, y'all. I mean, if I'm just sitting there talking to a bunch of blind people, and it's not going to do us any good. We haven't made any change. We haven't created any awareness. This is about our community, but it's more for our community. Okay? So again, this is about bringing them people out that's closest to you that that don't know or just want to know. You know what I'm saying? The people that ask you on the street, man, how do you travel every day? You know what? Come down here and take this challenge, and we'll teach you. We'll show you. Okay, we'll educate you because that's what we're doing. I mean, again, I get that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
On that train from one county to another. I'm talking about, 60, 70 miles on the train. And I get off down in LA and people are just amazed when they see me walking through Union Station with no vision at all. And I'm just walking like I know exactly where I'm going. Well, I do know where I'm going. But you don't understand why I know where I'm going. So again, come on out, sign up. If you're not on the email list, get at me, info@blindunited.org. I'll make sure you get a copy of the registration link. You can go to our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups. It's pinned to the page there. I think Pedro's got it within our Facebook, our regular Facebook page, Blind United Incorporated page. It's there. You can go sign up there. You know what I'm saying? It's in our website now. So you can go to our website, www.blindunited.org, and you'll find it in there when in the Walk a Mile section. So get signed up. Bring them people out. So let's teach them together. Okay? Like the jingle says, no pressure, just pleasure. We're just trying to have fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
Have them take the challenge.
Come and take the challenge. I mean, that's what this is all about. And the more people we get in there to create this awareness within them, give them the knowledge that they desperately want and don't even really realize it because they're scared to ask, right? They won't be scared. Now when you don't have people grabbing you as you're walking through a building, are you lost? No.
Please don't do that.
I mean, but it happens.
Yeah, it do.
It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's cool. I mean, there's a moment that I spend where I educate them. No, I'm good. I got here all the way from San Bernardino all by myself. I mean, again, it's just creating the awareness, y'all. Let's have fun with this.
Right.
Make a better world for us as well as them, right? That way they're not so uneasy when they get around us. Okay? So anyway, this final article is about some changes within the labor laws. So for working folks, some good stuff looks like it's coming down the pipe.
Hey Blind United crew, grab your third cup as the Coffee Time crew gets into this third article. Legal shakeups. New policies reshape workplace rights across the U.S. September has brought a wave of legal changes that could reshape how millions of Americans experience the workplace. From federal proposals to state-level reforms, the landscape of labor rights is shifting in ways that demand attention. At the federal level, a proposed rule from the National Labor Relations Board would redefine what it means to be a joint employer. If adopted, companies that rely on contractors or franchise models could be held responsible for labor violations committed by those partners. Supporters say this would protect workers from being caught in legal gray areas, while critics argue it could stifle small business growth. Meanwhile, California has introduced new regulations requiring transparency in how artificial intelligence is used in hiring. Employers must now disclose when AI tools are used to screen applicants and ensure those tools do not discriminate based on race, gender, or disability. This move is part of a growing national conversation about fairness and accountability in automated decision-making. Nebraska has taken a different approach by expanding paid sick leave for workers across the state. The new policy guarantees up to 10 days of paid leave annually, a change that advocates say will help low-income families and reduce public health risks. Other states are watching closely, considering similar legislation. For the blind and visually impaired community, these changes carry real weight. AI hiring tools have been known to overlook candidates who use screen readers or adaptive technologies, and increased transparency could help level the playing field. Expanded sick leave also supports caregivers and individuals managing chronic conditions, offering more flexibility and dignity in the workplace. These legal updates may not grab headlines like a major court ruling, but they quietly shape the rights and protections that define everyday life for workers across the country. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these policy shifts and how they might affect your community. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm glad to see that they're strengthening some of, these guidelines and regulations when it comes to workers, because corporate America had their way about it. We'd probably be getting, a couple bucks an hour and have no rights at all, no sick leave, no, nothing, right? No overtime, anything. I mean, because why? They're only concerned about their bottom line. They're not worried about their workers. Not realizing that without your workers, guess what? Your your revenue stream just washed away because you ain't got nobody to produce your product. You ain't got nobody to produce whatever your business does because you don't have any workers. Because why? You're not taking care of them. So these legislations are great. I love the one about the AI and the fact that, you know, uh, uh, because as we know, we do a lot on AI around here. The AI is only as good as the person that created the AI. And if they got it in there that they want to, not consider folks that use screen readers and all that stuff, guess what? Your application ain't never going to get seen. And that's wrong. That's totally wrong because we're just as capable as anybody else to do the job. We just have to use special tools to get it done. Okay. So again, all that type of discrimination and so on and so forth. I mean, I'm glad to see that stuff go away. I'm glad that California is stepping in since we're, a lot of the AI that's jumping off here in America is jumping off in California. So again, for them to do this transparency thing right here in California, I'm down with it. I really am. So I'm happy to see these kind of changes come around anytime. So
Mm.
go ahead, Cal.
I'm a little jealous because California always seems to get the best toys first. We in Texas kind of have to wait a while, but I'm just excited to hear that, they're giving everybody that deserves an opportunity, if they want to work, the opportunity to work, and make the playing field even, you know, because it is a lot of talented, very devoted and dedicated blind individuals that have so much to contribute to this world. But corporations, unfortunately feel that, hey, we just don't have anything to offer. And unless they come across individuals, like us and see that we're just like everyone else, we just unfortunately can't see. But there are certain devices that we use that can help enhance everything that we try to mimic that they visually see. So it's helpful that they are being very transparent, because a lot of places unfortunately are not. And to give, if I wanted to, I'm retired after 32 years, but if I wanted to get back out there, it's good to know that I can. And I would always want to do something that I liked, because if you do something that you like, you don't have to work a day in your life. And I don't want to work. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying I want to really enjoy what I do. Not saying I didn't when I did work, but at this state, with everything that's out there, I want to do something fun. Maybe with my voice, who knows? I can't physically do a whole lot of labor, lifting and shipping and receiving and things of that sort, but it is some talent that I can use with my brain or my voice. So if I want to get back out there, I'm glad to know that there's a fair playing field for me to express that opportunity if I chose to.
Right, right, right. Well, right quick, the main man, the challenger, has commented in the comments, and he said, "Good morning to everybody. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed weekend. All that good stuff."
Good
Just
morning,
so
Daniel.
since you listen in, my brother, we did issue your challenge this morning to everybody and let them know that you would be matching whatever donations they do. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you as always. And again, just making it like I said, we're just making it public out here right now. Whatever y'all donate, my brother there is going to match it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Daniel.
Yeah,
You
thank you from all of us.
I mean, again, just drop it in the comment or in the memo field, whatever you're doing, Stripe, Zelle, just drop in there coffee time. That way we know that that's what this is part of, and we really, really appreciate it, just like we appreciate Dennis. So, anyway, go for it, Pedro. You don't want to comment on the last article?
No, I thought you meant go and press the article, but no. Oh my God! But yeah,
We still got 4 minutes, though. You got plenty
yeah.
of time.
I know.
This is one about working, the
Yeah,
labor law.
yes. California is always in the front lines of law and progressing, and and I know sometimes they be like, oh, that state's too progressive, but if progressiveness is looking out for your workers, putting protections, I'd rather be doing that than take away protections. Because let's be real, you can set the parameters to your AI, and if your AI and there's no guidelines to see what you're doing back there, we don't know if that company is doing that, and we need oversight to make sure that company's not doing that, because we know from different stories from the news, the different stories we get from these corporations cutting corners, doing some foul stuff. They go in front of Congress and all this other stuff. We know it happens. We can't put our blinders on. We need to be real, and California takes steps in the right direction, even if it comes to banning certain products because of their deadly nature, or even like right now, taking care of labor laws, making sure that people like myself in this community have equal opportunity to work and provide for my family, to provide for myself, to put a roof over my head, and not have a AI dictate, well, this application goes to the trash and no human eyes seen it.
I mean,
So
look at what they did when we did the thing on the minimum wage for fast food workers, $20 an hour. All of those big name corporations, fast food corporations. Oh no, we can't deal with that. We're leaving California, folks. I'm here to tell you, ain't none of them left. They all still here. You can still got a McDonald's on every corner. You still got Burger King. You still got Taco Bell, Del Taco. All of these fast food things that we had before, we still got. Okay?
and what they did is raise their prices on their products little by little. You know what else they did? Something called dynamic pricing. We covered it in coffee time. We covered extensively how Wendy's and other fast food chains had a changed their prices on dynamics. If the restaurant was full, it will raise its prices.
But you also notice that a lot of them are going back to them value menus.
Yeah, $5
okay,
baggie.
okay, because they realize, oh no, this ain't working. So we got to do something to bring these people back in the door. I mean, making 10 cents is better than making no sense.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and then
saying?
it's kind of messed up that you pull up and the person in front of you might get the item cheaper, but you might get the item more higher price due to artificial intelligence.
Right. But
And if you're not paying attention, you'll pay it.
So. But another big thing that goes on out here, I mean, we don't get to see it a lot because we're not necessarily in the drive-through that much unless we're riding with somebody. But there's a new thing. There's a thing that a lot of people are doing here in California. They pay for the car behind them.
Oh, pay it forward. Or
pay it forward. So you roll up to the window and you getting ready to pay your bill and said, "Oh no, well the car behind you in front of you already paid your bill." You know what? On that case, let me go ahead and just pay. Let me pay for the one behind me. Then let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everybody gets a little flavor out of it. Somebody in that line they're going to be super grateful. Why? Because they really didn't have the money to get in that drive-through in the first place.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know, so anyway, on that note.
And it feels good to do good.
Yeah, it does. It does. So on that note, again, you know, I'm just going to throw it out there one more time. We got matching donations. If you want to keep Coffee Time on the air, my brother's matching your donations. Whatever you donate, he's going to match it. Every dollar helps, and $5 adds up. You know, $5 becomes 10 with his double, you know, matching donation. $100 becomes $200. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So we can make this thing real simple and get it out of the way in a hurry. If everybody just participate, I appreciate it. On the flip side of that, as always, in closing, please like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, all of that good stuff. It helps the algorithm get out, helps the word get out to more and more people. And man, everybody enjoy the rest of your Friday. And please, please, please have a great weekend. And we'll see you back here Monday morning.
It's Friday, like they say on the radio.
It's TGIF, y'all.
Yeah.
So everybody have a great day. And wait a minute, am I on the button? No, I'm not.
It's Friday. You
Yeah,
can tell
it
because
is.
it's not on the button. Press the
I'll get there.
button. Yeah.
All right, I'm there now. So everybody, again, I'm sorry. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday. Have a great day. All right.